Nick!
Oh my gosh.
Nick, get up!
It came in the middle of the night.
It sounded like a huge train was coming.
Tornadoes sweep through the Arklatex. The biggest one rips through Ruston. 2 people are dead. Homes and businesses torn apart.
Like yesterday, that field was perfect, and now it's a hot mess.
And big losses for Louisiana Tech's athletic program. The university president and the governor tour the damage and promise to rebuild. KTBS 3 News starts right now.
Live and on your side. This is KTBS 3 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Jerry May.
And I'm Brenda Till. We have team coverage of that terrible storm and the death and damage it left behind.
We're going to start in the hardest hit town of Ruston. That's where a mother and son are dead, and much of that city's picking up the pieces.
Brock said you have seen the damage and talked to a schoolmate of that 14-year-old boy.
Hey guys, that's right. And you know, it's just all over the place. It's just sadness. And a lot of roads are still closed because authorities, of course, want to keep the residents safe. And because power lines, debris, and trees are just all over the place. And speaking of which, this tree just fell on top of this house. And this is where a mom and a teenager, 2 people died, and they were ID'd by family members and neighbors as Karen and her teenage son, Remington Butler. He went to Ruston High School. He was athletic, and I talked to one of his classmates, and she said that going back to school without him is definitely not going to be the same. And I also talked to the mom's dad. This means Remington's grandfather. And he said that if he would have one more chance to tell his family anything, that would be that he loves them.
I love him. I love him. Gonna miss him.
Me and him were in the same grade, and we've had a few classes before together, and we're friends. He was really outgoing, always happy.
And of course, thousands of residents are still left without power. That's all the information I have. Reporting live from Ruston, I'm Roxette Pietri-Freeman. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Roxette. And lots of trees are left teetering right now because of that storm.
It was so sad to hear about the loss of life there, especially for that young man's classmates there. It's very tough to take here at the end of school. So here's more video from the air. The damage that we've seen all across Ruston is just stunning to look at.
So our Rick Rowe shot this drone video in Ruston earlier today, and you can see the massive damage to homes and businesses. The tornado did most of its damage along Tech Drive and the Cypress Springs subdivision south of Interstate 20. And
we have some more devastation seen from the air. We're going to give you a look at what Governor John Bel Edwards and Ruston Mayor Ronnie Walker and others saw from a helicopter as they went up with Louisiana State Police to survey damage. The governor says he has heard from the Trump administration and Louisiana's congressional delegation. He has declared a state of emergency to begin the process of getting federal aid for recovery.
Everyone needs to understand that now is not the time to come to Ruston to sightsee because we have a lot of work that's going on out there to clear debris, to do search and rescue, to make sure that overpasses and bridges are safe, and we just don't want you getting in the way.
The Red Cross has set up a shelter at Glenview Elementary. Also, there is a curfew in place from 10 p.m. until 6 a.m.
We continue our team coverage now with more on that tornado outbreak. The storm hopscotching, if you will, across the Arklatex before doing heavy damage in Ruston. Parts of Sabine Parish were hit heavy by the storm. Now, this is a pocket that seems to be hardest hit on Hamilton Road. Take a look at the top of that home if you can. There you go. Shingles just ripped and peeled off of the rooftop. The front and back porch were also swept away in the high winds. Of course, several trees were pulled up by their roots, even crushing 2 cars beneath it. SWEPCO coming through and clearing some of the lines because many of these roads were absolutely blocked. There was no one going in or out. Fortunately, the tree near those cars fell on the cars and not on the house.
The raindrops started coming sideways, and I could hear it. And I ran back in the house and got the kids. Well, I yelled at the kids and told them to get in the bathroom. And my 2 oldest ones were like, no, it's fine, it's fine. And we heard it. You could feel it. The house started shaking.
And the residents we talked to said it's remarkable that no one was hurt. And we are also seeing damage in the Castor area. The real problem is between Saline and Bienville on Highway 508. There are around 20 downed trees in that area. There have also been some power line issues between Ashland and Castor. Crews are out working to restore power.
And SWEPCO crews are on the scene working to get power back to customers in Mooringsport. That town also got hit with lots of downed trees. We did not see any major damage to homes, and there are no reports of injuries there, fortunately. We continue our team coverage now from Ruston. Louisiana Tech's campus was hit very hard, sustaining millions of dollars in damage, especially to athletic facilities. But after the clouds parted, a silver lining appeared, and our Jamie Ostroff joins us now there live to show us what that was. Jamie.
Well, Jerry, first off, the academic buildings were virtually unscathed here on campus. The dorms sustained some damage, broken windows, things ripped off the facades. But I wish I could say more about the athletic facilities. I can only describe this as a mess. This was a scoreboard. This was a fence. And, well, this was a light. There's a lot here going on. But what else is going on is you see people coming here to campus on their own time to help clean things up, not because anybody asked them to, but because it's the right thing to do. People living on and near La Tech's campus are still trying to make sense of what happened early Thursday morning.
We were literally just here last night, and with a great crowd and great weather, and then now look at it.
It's unbelievable. Something like this is so quick and powerful, you don't even know it's coming.
I've never seen damage like this before.
Even Governor John Bel Edwards came to see the tornado damage from the air, declaring a state of emergency and urging people to stay home if they can.
Everyone needs to understand that now is not the time to come to Ruston to sightsee, because we have a lot of work that's going on out there to clear debris, to do search and rescue, to make sure that overpasses and bridges are safe.
At this point, not even the highest official knows how much it'll cost to fix all of this. But the recovery has already begun without anyone having to ask.
Obviously, at first it was really heartbreaking, kind of shocking, because, you see it on movies, but you never think it could happen to you. But I think it's really cool to see everybody pulling together as a community.
Students out of class today chose to spend their time giving back to a local institution that's given so much to this community.
I don't know, just seeing this place be destroyed, like, it shouldn't be like this, so we're going to bring it back to how it was.
Now, those two kids you just heard from, actually, they don't even go here. They're in high school. They want to go to Louisiana Tech, and they say what they did here today, what they saw here today, made them only want to go here even more. Now, I want to talk about a lot of the progress we have seen here today. This is a railroad track behind me. When we got here this morning, it was blocked. Crews have been working on it all day, and about an hour ago, trains started going by again. Reporting live in Ruston this evening, Jamie Ostroff, KTBS 3 News.
Jamie, thanks. So much pride in that university there in the Ruston community, and it's great to see people pitch in after a disaster. Thank you very much, Jamie. And we want to let you know that there are no classes again tomorrow at Louisiana Tech. And they're picking up the pieces across the border in Texas as well. Major damage reported in San Augustine. The National Weather Service says an EF2 tornado ripped through that area. Mayor Leroy Hughes says San Augustine is widely damaged. There's no power. Lots of trees are down. Lots of recovery still to go across our region.